Very high energy.
Any people in the chat been under the Sogi shot calling?
Well, good portion of the chat. Good portion of the chat confirmed. Oh, shit. All right, next round is up. Let's see what the unit comps look like. Any change up? Looks like guns on both sides again. Very interesting. I'm not sure if the Tercio is really paid out for takedown. He's bringing him again, though.
Get beamed by Outriders. Like, the Outriders were on top of them, right? Right when you said, I don't know what he's doing with them, they were instantly on top of him. Cab all over him.
Yeah. Yep. Who won the previous fight? The previous fight was, ask the chat, brother. Ask the chat.
Well, they're not going to hear you for the next.
Yeah, next 5 minutes. They're gonna hear that now. Chocolate mug, bro. Chocolate mug. I'm not used to delays, bro. I can't. It's hard to stream with a delay.
I had a 10-minute delay, and I think that's too long.
Holy shit, dude. That's tough. That's real tough, bro. That's real tough. Yeah. Oh, smokes. I gotta respect Holy Crusaders for trying to make something happen out of this. It's definitely a very challenging matchup, if I do say so myself.
I mean, the only way to get better, I guess, for taking part is taking part. So I mean, there's I know it was like my first time taking part in a tournament with our team that never even had any experience with it. We got destroyed, and we started to get some wins later on. So you learn from it and you get better as you kind of go on.
Yeah.
Like obviously, trying to play against these big teams like Vanguard, who have been in a race and go CBL, and went on to the finals. And I don't know if they've won one, but they have been close to. So they're pretty strong up there.
All right, so we're back in business here. Let me slow down my camera here. There we go. Nice and slow for the boys. Let's go right. Let me go into a little bit of overview here. Wow, it looks like I don't know what Holy Crusaders' plan is here. It definitely looks like PG is very set up. Split 8-7 split for PG here. It looks like Holy Crusaders is definitely taking a central approach here, trying to make something happen. On a central approach, they really should have went for the same strat PG did. PG definitely had a good strat, but it looks like they were ready to anti that strat. I'm not sure if a central approach is the play. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. Yeah.
With my previous scrims against PG for the last 2 we had, I think, they had a hard A hold. For with artillery, so they had a hard A hold on this exact map. So we might see that again, maybe not. It was kind of chocolate muck, I'm not gonna lie, but
yeah. Oh, that's earlier today. Slavs had a hold on it, and nobody managed to get it, and it whittled down the time the whole way through. So
how do I
can be done? But
descend?
they managed to get the bridge down as well. So
is there a way to descend easier? You know what I'm talking about?
I don't think so. Just WASD.
So they're going for a straight central push. They're just working already central right now. Really focusing central completely. I mean, they're not pushing ladders at all. I mean, at all. PG is going to rotate off pretty hard here probably. Rotate back to central. A couple guys watching still. They are shooting the bridge. They're going to take out the bridge for fucking free. Very interesting play. I don't know. I really don't know if that's what I would do. Actually... Holy Crusaders has an idea. It's a respectful idea. I'm trying to speed up over them. I'm trying to get my camera over there, but I accidentally can't get the speed back up. Question mark in the chat. Oh, there we go. There, got it. They are going to make a play for hard tab, right? It's not a bad strat. Classic siege strat. It's a classic siege strategy. They're going to do a big death ball tab right onto PG, which hasn't really responded. Half their players are still B-side doing I don't know what. Holy Crusaders is making a nice little play here for A here. Right, they're just going to get it for free at this rate. I don't know why PG is not responding, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I really don't know why. PG is just going to let it go. PG is going to give it for free, dude. They are going to give walls. PG is confirmed going to give walls, save their units for a C play. Interesting strat.
That's a free unit of IPGs right there.
Very, very free unit of IPGs that Holy Crusade is going to walk away with. A little bit of ladder play here. Nothing really crazy happening just yet. Oh, it looks like one more will be kidnapped, taken away to die to some boys here. A will go for free, though. SKW dying to Sassy. Can I get an F in the chat for SK, and also an F in the chat for Asymmetry. Both getting wiped out. 2 key players of PG getting wiped out pretty early.
It seems we might go for a bottom stair hold here.
Actually, wait. SKW killed them. Excuse me. I chocolate mucked that, bro. I chocolate mucked that. Honestly, I got a question mark in the chat. I'm literally baked. I'm not actually baked. I'm kidding. Yeah, it looks like they're going to take walls for free here. I have to say, this is probably a Sig strat. If Sig is watching right now, this is totally a Sig strat, because Sig mentioned this to me, this strat, and actually worked out really, really well the one time I did it. So I can kind of respect it. I mean, they don't want to get hit by the Trebs and use units to Trebs. They're going to take an anti-Treb standpoint and use their unit comps to kind of hold the bottom ground here. Have the guns shoot down as they move, and have pikes watching the staircases. It's a decent strat what PG is doing. I respect it big time, actually. The guns are in the flames. They're going to come into play big here for PG with the pike support, and Outriders is blasting them. Because Outriders aren't banned, ladies and gentlemen. Outriders are not banned. Can I move my camera down a little bit? Yeah.
I think if the guys have got like what they've got, the SNGs over there, Bigger Apple's the only one that's got them out though. But if he's using them well enough on the wall, you can slowly start whittling down the units. But if only as I kill the militia were on the attack side, that'd probably be a good.
Yeah. It does look like Holy Crusaders is going to go for a split push here from B side and from A side. A couple guys on wall side trying to push down into this, but they're pushing down into pikes and claymores, and Jabs responding with Outriders on supply, ready to shoot at them as they come in. On B side, they're really taking it slow here. Really slow indeed, as a matter of fact. It's kind of hard for me to read this. I'm trying to read this shit. Interesting. Very slow play here. No push yet. They're playing very conservative. It's going to be very challenging for Holy Crusaders to get up the walls. We might have 11 minutes of them standing on the walls at this point in time. There's definitely a possibility here. There's definitely a possibility. Yeah. It does look like here comes a push now by Holy Crusaders, making a play from both angles. It seems. Let me just zoom out real quick. I'm trying to see this.
They're doing what the guys from this morning did this afternoon. They're going down all three sets of staircases at the same time to try and split them as much as possible, so that the guys are.
It does, yeah. It does look like it's the case. The B-side staircase is going to get literally wiped. They are making a play from tab right staircase, but they are going way too slow. B-side staircase is going to get deleted here by the cav and the guns and the javelins. They're just going to get melted right there. I'm going to go in for a closer look.
IPG's on the B stairs retreat instead of playing with the team.
Yeah, I'm not sure if this is the play. There is a little push also happening to the tab right side, but Mr. Billy D, Reb, and the boys are over there responding. No one leaves Queen Reb alone. There's Gilcho and Takedown supporting Queen Reb guaranteed. Oh. It's not looking good right now. It's a lot of deaths on both sides here. They might get a supply point push in, unless B-side is not going to hold, though, so they're going to flank that right onto the tab right here. Coming in probably very shortly. Here comes the flank now, if I'm not mistaken.
The thing with Holy Crusaders is they split it into 3 engagements, and the PG has more of the experience, so you don't want to go for 3 engagements. You kind of just want to go for 1 and hope you win it.
I think a death ball was the play here for Holy Crusaders, and splitting off was not. They can't take them one-on-one. They got to take them in numbers. Holy Crusaders gets wiped here completely. They're pushed completely out at this point in time. They're not even on the walls anymore. Looks like PG will set back up, resupply on supply point, and get back in the fight here.
It's definitely an easier rotation as well from inside the map than it is coming from stairwells either side. So it's definitely quicker for the Pawn Guard to react to each fight and kind of finish their fight early and move to the next one. So
I really feel for Holy Crusaders here. Walfart is definitely a tough map, especially when it's a very, very talented team on the other side. PG is just set up very well right now. I do not think they get past here. I think C stays, and that's gonna. I think that's my prediction right now. Holy Crusaders has a couple more pushes probably left in them, but they're already down triple the units in terms of deaths. They still have the same unit count on the field, but in terms of actual troops dead, they've lost 400, so only PG's 100 lost. They will go back for a repush here. I'm not really sure what the play is here for Holy Crusaders. We'll have to see. Belisarius does get wiped there by SKW.
It seems they might be going for the exact same play again.
It does seem that way, and that is 100% the case. And literally, PG is set up exactly where they were in the exact same spot. We are about to see a legit repeat of what just happened exactly 2 minutes ago. It is not looking good for Holy Crusaders at this point in time. It's interesting right now. It's very interesting. Yeah, we'll have to see. We'll have to see.
I think at most with their unit comp, Holy Crusaders has about 2 full pushes left. So if they want to put another push into the same way, I don't know. They did get a pick, though.
They did get a pick. They took out Patrick the First there. Patrick the First having a tougher time tonight, it seems. He's died a few times.
Honestly, he is pretty much the first one to die most of the time.
I have watched Patrick die quite a bit, but I do love Patrick. It looks like they're going for a gate play and a B-side play here. It looks like PG is taking a defensive stance for the most part here. Watching Tab right very hard. Gate and Tab left. They do have a decent presence right now. That's an interesting trap if it lands. It doesn't. It's off by inches, literally by inches. It does look like Holy Crusaders does have a decent play on Tab left if they can sustain Tab right and hold the main line here. A bunch of Cav coming in here for PG. Hussars and Monastics flanking in. Tab left about to be flanked by Hussars. They are not looking. Holy Crusaders is tunnel visioning. They did not look at all. That is a big hit by Hussars from PG.
Holy Crusaders
is still, they don't give a shit. They don't give a shit, dude. They're still going for it. They're confirmed, still going for it. Boopy Dixon dying to buy in there, along with Sassy. Sassy also going, Sassy killing Gilcho there. You know, it can. I mean, I have to say, it's definitely going to go to PG here. I think.
Charge right now coming from the winged Hussars down mid.
I mean, Holy Crusaders could make a play here. They could come back from this, but it's not looking ideal. They have a lot. The supply point is still fully in the hands at this point in time of PG. The Holy Crusaders has nobody blocking the supply point, guys. So they're just pulling in units and cycling as needed. PG is going to be able to clear this pretty comfortably here without a real sweat on their brow. I'm sure Maximus is literally telling them to clear the point and don't lose to fucking Holy Crusaders. But that's you do have one gentleman, one honorable soldier still in it. It's Belisarius himself soloing the point. He's got outnumbered, no troops. It's not looking good. Most of Holy Crusaders at this point in time has died. Only a couple down on PG's side. PG is really just holding it down, keeping it very decisive.
I think before pre-push, Holy Crusaders was about 900 units, and the Pawn Guard was about 1,000. So they went down 200, took 400. They went about 2-1 for there. It was not very good. And Holy Crusaders use mostly Cav too, or a lot of Cav, 4 or 5 sets.
Mm-hmm. A lot of Cav indeed.
Yeah, a lot of leadership going.
Yeah,
the issue, they've got 11 trebs still, and every single treb they have hit, they've always missed the point with. They've never pre-trebbed, they never made an assumption of where the guys are going to go with their push. They kind of put them in where the units were after they just moved, like before they even.
Yeah.
So,
also, based off the unit comp alone right now, it's pretty much over. They may have one more push in them, but they're locked. They're completely shut out. I mean, this play by PG is a really nice play. Kudos to Sig. He's the one who actually told me about this play, giving A and B and defending C. A lot of people don't see it. I was a little surprised. I haven't seen it in a minute. It was a very interesting play. I mean, but there's different strats to this map, and that was definitely a good strat by them. They definitely had that down to a PT. They are coordinated in the exact spots they need to be. If you look at their angles right now, they are just perfectly aligned where they need to be.
Seems to go for a breach play here.
And it's just too late. Look at that. There's a big breach play. Look at all that Cav coming straight into Fort of Brachios and pikes and guns. It's over. I mean, let's go in for a close look. They got flames in there as well. Claymores and Reapers mixed in. It's going to come down to an exchange here. PG would really have to fuck up here. PG may fuck up here. They might fuck up here. We'll have to see how this plays out. A lot of Holy Crusaders getting killed right there. 4 Crusaders down right there. Really a full int here by Holy Crusaders trying to make a play happen. There are Fort of Brachios. I'm trying to go in for a closer look. It's a full int. It's a full int.
That was 100% a full int.
It's a full int, and Aslan just made a flanking play and cleared the rest of them.
I guess you could call that breach on Steinclip right there. It's pretty.
This is definitely a repeat of pretty much Divinity's season of just defending Western fights against Unbroken, B tier, and anybody else that tried us. Because they literally just could not get through a breach. That was literally classic Divinity strat defense right there. Very nicely done by PG. Very nicely done indeed. Very, very, very nice clear. Unfortunately,
funny enough, they still have 11 trebs, and they never even used one on that little.
They did not. They didn't use any trebs there, and now they're 14 out of 15 down for Holy Crusaders at this point in time.
It might just be a spawn camp for 3 minutes.
It might be a spawn camp.
Brian is waiting already.
There maybe PG is honorable and gives them mercy. Never mind. I lied. They're not giving mercy. They are in the spawn.
First hero kill with this Tertios coming out.
That's a big pog. Can we get a pog in the chat for takedown right now? It is a full-on spawn camp at this point in time. It is 2 minutes and 30 seconds of suffering here for Holy Crusaders. I'm very sorry to say it, but PG is walking with a fat dub here. It's decisive. It's very decisive. No Artie's allowed in the fight for those asking if I have 5 minutes. I have a 5-minute delay, so I can only respond so often. Yeah, PG just full on out here at this point. I can't even talk. They're asking where they are. They're just not spawning in. A couple of them hiding over here to the tab left, and a couple guys in the back. It's just over for Holy Crusaders. They don't want to give any more. Their morale is broken. They've been routed. Unfortunately, we do have a 2-minute timer, but this fight is, ladies and gentlemen, it's over. It's over. Very, very. I think most people expected. What the hell is my camera?
This exact thing.
This is what most people I think expected. Like I said, PG's got a lot of experience in tournaments in general, and just a lot of experience in fights. AOA is a newer community to the NA server. This is their first time in a tournament, and I respect them for trying and making things happen. A lot of people were struggling to make teams, and Holy Crusaders made it happen out of nothing. So I respect them from trying, and yeah. Mark, what are your thoughts, man?
I mean, there were definitely interesting strategies coming from the guys from Crusaders. Definitely splitting themselves too much considering their inexperienced side in comparison to Vanguard. I definitely don't think that was the way forward.
No.
But they definitely just need to kind of work on, like they said they were practicing, just maybe working on a little bit of the pre-trebbing, the position and where you're going to move, like expect where the unit's going to go rather than trebbing where they're standing at that point in time, because that's not how you want it to be trebbing. People are using trebs nowadays in the CBL and stuff as a way a deterrent to stop your units moving in that
Hold on. PG is full on outside right now, and there's one soldier capping C for free. Adam Zeddy doing that Adam Zeddy thing he does. They're trying to respond. Adam Zeddy's gonna give it. He is gonna give it. That would be really funny if they cap C though. That would have been quality content. That would have been quality. That would have been really funny. He does get some cap points.
Adam Zeddy going for C to extend the suffering.
Yeah, it's yeah. I think he got told to leave. Otherwise, he actually might have got that. Very nice try by Holy Crusaders here. Very nice try. Gilcho definitely doing some big work tonight. He definitely did some big work. A lot of big kills in general. Gilcho has 182 kills in the field right now. Sledge made 142 kills. Billy D with 127. It was a rough one. A very rough one for Holy Crusaders here. Yeah, a very rough one indeed.
It looks like Gilcho with the well-deserved MVP there.
Yep, Gilcho definitely walking with a nicely deserved MVP for PG. PG walking away with 2 decisive Ws. Definitely progressing to the next round, if I'm not mistaken, based off the points. That's how it works. It is. I think it's over for Holy Crusaders here.
So what it is a group stage. So they're on to Group A. So they'll get 2 points for it. You've got another 4 more fights left against the rest of the guys in the group, and obviously the winners of the group go through, I think, to the finals against the Group B winners. There'll be Group A winners versus Group B winners. It's the final, so
yeah,
that's 2 points towards the final tally, to be honest, to see who wins at the end.
Yeah.
Obviously the leaders of the group will maybe face each other if it's a draw at that point, I assume. But
yep,
it's 2 points for now, and then they've got another few matches left to go.
Alright, I told Boopy Dixon he'd get in the house if he won that fight. It seems that we have to deny his application now.
Yep, unfortunately, I think that is the case. Maybe 100 gifted, we can let him in, but I think that's there's no salvaging the situation there, man.